On June 26, 1945, the world had just survived the deadliest war in history. So how did humanity decide to build a system that would prevent another? 70 years of conflict had left millions dead. Cities lay in ruins. The globe teetered on the edge of annihilation. The question was not if war would return, but how to stop it. At Potsdam, leaders debated the shape of the post-war world. Churchill argued for strong alliances. Stalin demanded reparations. Roosevelt's vision, a united front, hung in the balance. 4 years earlier, Roosevelt and Churchill had sketched a dream, a world where nations worked together. The Atlantic Charter's words now echoed through war-torn halls. Delegates from 50 nations gathered in San Francisco. The United Nations was no longer a dream. It was a plan. Fragile, ambitious, and desperately needed. By 1946, tensions with the Soviet Union had begun. The world had avoided one war, but the next seemed inevitable. In London, Paris, and Tokyo, citizens demanded an end to conflict. The UN was not a solution, but a chance, a fragile, human chance. In late 1945, 51 nations met in San Francisco. The United Nations Charter was their creation, a promise to prevent another global war. Delegates debated every clause: the Security Council, voting rights, and the veto. Each line was a battle. On June 26, 1945, the Charter was signed. The United States delegate, Dean Acheson, watched as the document became law. The Charter created a new structure, the Security Council, the General Assembly. It was not perfect, but it was the first step. The UN flag was raised for the first time. A white background with a blue emblem, the olive branch. A symbol of peace, not power. In 1946, the first General Assembly met. The UN was no longer an idea. It was an institution, imperfect, but alive. From Congo to Cyprus, UN peacekeepers have mediated conflicts. The Charter's vision, not just words, but action. In 2015, the UN led the Paris Agreement. The Charter's principles, cooperation, collective action, still guide the world. The UN Human Rights Council continues Roosevelt's dream. It is not perfect, but it is a forum for justice. Economic sanctions, peacekeeping missions. The UN uses its tools to enforce the Charter's ideals. During the pandemic, the UN coordinated global vaccine distribution, a test of the system and a reminder of its potential. 79 years later, the UN still strives to prevent war. Its flaws are visible, but so is its purpose. A world reborn, still rebuilding. History is not just events, it's choices. What will you stand for?